to day 14 of 21 days of no complaints while practicing intentional gratitude here at Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. And today's theme is going to be, as we have been typically kind of staying in the rhythm of on some level, we're going to focus on patience or temperance in the major arcana of tarot. That being the theme of the day, and how we could practice some form of gratitude regarding the whole principle of temperance or patience, okay? And so what we have going on here is you guys see two different tarot decks, and you see the major arcana patience or temperance represented here, okay? And there are several messages that I'm picking up regarding this, so I'll tap in here momentarily. Now, as for the remaining of the tarot decks, I took out all other major energy. And the reason I'm doing that is because we're focusing on the element of patience. And we want to see in tarot how this is playing out for you today in terms of where you need to practice gratitude, maybe where you've already mastered patience on some level, or where you need to cultivate it a little more, or where in a flip you might want to be grateful for patience in a situation, because maybe if it was rushed, it won't necessarily turn out the way that you want it to. So we'll see what messages come out, but I'm saying this because with these two particular tarot decks, patience is represented in a very unique way. Okay, so for an example, in the Urban Tarot, it's represented as art. Okay, and you see the angel back here, you see the stop, the go, you see all of this paint, you know, all around. And what I feel with this one is it's more about patience with the ebb and flow of things, patience with the manifestation of a creation, the process of it. It often looks like this picture. There's often a lot of stop and go. There's often a lot of things that are kind of shadowed, if you will. And so there's like this angelic presence behind there assuring things, right? But the young lady, she's just kind of walking. She's doing her thing. She's, you know, kind of looking up, trying to figure shit out. You know, you got paint here, you got paint there. Do I stay? Do I go? What color do I use? Which direction do I take? Right? How do I create? How do I make this mess right? How do I make a beautiful painting out of this chaos or out of this mess, right? Art. But in this deck, you got two women. You got a feminine energy presented here. Now, for me, it's two-sided, because I'm not really feeling the look on Home Chick's face here. It looks sneaky. It looks I have an untrusting feel with this. And then this young lady is trying to talk to her about something or share something with her, or she's just listening to something. I'm not sure. And since this is patience, what this is telling me is that maybe many of you need to be patient with gossip, patient with, you know, hearsay, patient with, you know, things that may be being put out there about you that you know is wrong. And, you know, in terms of like how you're being represented, what people are saying, you know, the half-truths, the downright lies, the, you know, and you guys may have gotten wind of it. And today it may be a little bit trying for you to practice that patience, knowing that everything is going to be okay for you, especially if you know your own energy. And if you know that, okay, I don't need to try to stand up for myself. I don't need to say anything. I'm standing in my truth. I am protected. I know what's what and what's mine, and that will be, right? And all of this will fade away, because all of this is what? Gossip. People that are discontent in life and have nothing better to do other than to do that. That's really it in a nutshell, okay? Have nothing better to do in their lives than to worry about what other people are doing or aren't doing, and to spread hearsay about it, because they are discontent and have no sense of direction and purpose. And many of you may be challenged in that way today. Something may happen. You may get wind of something, okay? Or the other side of this is you may have to practice patience with a friend. You may have to be a listening ear. You may have to just be patient with communication in a whole sense for some of you today, because we're still in this kind of awkward full moon eclipsey energy that took place from yesterday. And so the emotions probably are still heightened. Things that typically get on our nerves and irritate us will be heightened a little bit still. Even relating to yourself. This is going to even go as far as to patience you with you. The feminine energy, okay? Maybe you need to practice that patience with yourself today, to be a little bit more gentle with yourself, to talk to yourself, to listen to yourself. So this is going to go so many ways. So what I would like for you guys to do is just take it as it resonates, apply it as it fits. If it doesn't, it's okay. Not every message is going to be your message, and not every message is going to resonate entirely through, okay? But we are practicing gratitude, and we are honing in on the element, since we're on day 14, patience. And 14 breaking down to a 5, it tells me that it may pose a challenge or change and transformation today, but we can practice the gratitude for it, because awareness brings power, and with that power, the ability to mute it out, versus how we've gotten used to living in a reactive state and just in a frenzy due to how we feel, due to hearsay, due to gossip, due to this and that, right? So patience is the theme with our gratitude. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask Tarot some questions. I'm going to pull from one deck as the main, and then the second deck as a clarifier, okay? In terms of today, practicing gratitude and fostering patience. Like, how is that going to fit into your life today, okay? Let's do it. Light team, call in the violet fire, the golden white light to surround me and my energy, this reading, this space. Bloom from within love, the viewers, subscribers, the technology. May it reach all who needs it, wants it, ready for it, and open to it when they need it, unhindered. May it be a blessing. May it be true, clear, concise, yet thorough, heartfelt, loving guidance, clarity, insight, revelation, wisdom for today. No complaints. Wow, practicing intentional gratitude. And once again, I want to keep adding disclaimers about validating your emotions and giving yourself some sacred space to feel every single day. Yes, we are practicing gratitude, but it is equally important that we are honoring our feelings every day, okay? Practicing gratitude is not escapism. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean you don't acknowledge if something has happened to you, okay? I need to say that for those who are not really clear on that, because if you try to resist and not validate what you feel, it's going to push back, and it'll eventually explode, okay? And it will create cognitive dissonance as well, okay? A disassociation and a depersonalization, because you don't want to validate how you feel. So I'm not saying we need to go down the rabbit hole. I'm not saying we need to attach to the story and sit there and wallow in it and play it out over and over again. That doesn't help, okay? But if there's an emotion valid trying to come up, give yourself at least some space and an intention. Okay, this is with the intention to validate what I feel. This is with the intention to honor it and to release it, to allow the energy, the emotion, which is energy and emotion, to be validated, to be felt, and then moved through. It's called healthy expression versus unhealthy or dysfunctional expression of emotion, okay, which is typically what we see in the world when everybody is projecting out and attacking people and yada yada. It's because they have emotion that they're not properly dealing with, and they're putting it out there to the world around them. Okay, all right, now let's do it. Thank you, Light Team, for that explanation, because I know some people need to hear that. This is not about bypassing, but we don't need to stay attached either. I highly recommend looking into Aaron Doughty's videos, you guys. Highly, because he brings the practicality of how we have sovereignty and we can choose to shift as well. We don't have to just sit and stay in painful states, okay? That's another belief in a program. And if you believe that, then that is your reality at the end of the day, no matter what someone else says, okay? If you believe that it has to be hard and long and take 30 years, you know, to process, then that's what it's going to be for you, okay? So I believe that we can shift that at will as sovereign divine beings, but we have to be an active participant and actually do inner work and not just external work, okay? All right, let's do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Light Team, for the collective that this is resonating for, in tarot here on this day 14, gratitude, no complaints, cultivating patience. What's going on? What's showing up today where this may be tried or needing development or perfecting or celebration of maybe patience has been cultivated. So what do we have? Light Team. Gratitude, patience, gratitude. Got a jumper there. I'm going to take it. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Yeah. Anything else, Light Team? Gratitude, patience, gratitude, patience. 2 of Pentacles. Anything else, Light Team? Gratitude, patience, gratitude, patience, gratitude. 10 of Swords over the 7 of Swords. Oof. Gratitude, patience. 10 of Cups. Aww. Okay, I'm going to stop at 4 for foundation, and we're on day 14, so 4 here. We'll stop there. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got 2 of Wands. All right, so give me a second, guys. We have earth, air, and water. So you guys may be dealing with earth signs, air signs, or water signs. You yourself may be one of them, but doesn't matter. That's just the energy presented. So that's telling me thought life, emotions, and in the 3D. Okay. So I'm not going to get too deep in it until I clarify. Actually, let me just clarify so I don't even start the one I'm picking up here. Okay, let me just, when I just saw the 9 of Swords. Okay, hold on. Okay. Eesh, that's 7 of Swords. 10 of good gracious. Kind of already knowing what that's about. But I said that when I was talking about patience up there with gossip, betrayal, lies, messes people are making with their mouths because they're low vibrational and don't know how to channel their own issues and pain properly, don't know how to deal with themselves. Yeah, and there's a 10 of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. Okay. People's immaturity too, that's a part of it, their lack of maturity. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Light Team, thank you. Let's get some clarifiers. 7 of Swords. What's that about? Seven of Swords, light team. Please and thank you. Seven of Swords. The Knight. We got a court card. The Knight of Pentacles. What's the Two of Pentacles about? The Knight of Swords. Oof, we got a lot of masculine. Oh, Lordy. What's the Ten of Swords about? If another night came out, I was going to be like, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, what is the Ten of Cups about, light team? Ten of Cups. Ace of Swords, which is truth. Okay. And at the bottom of this deck, we got the Knight of Cups. See, we got three knights. We got the Knight of Water, Knight of Earth, and Knight of Air on the deck here. Yeah, I'm moving it back for y'all. So, all right. Patience, gratitude. Patience, gratitude. Okay. So, since it's a general reading and there may be several storylines here, I'll just speak what comes, okay? You'll just have to make of it what it will. So if it sounds confusing, it could be because it's jumping from one storyline to another. So just pull the pieces that resonate. Seven of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest one of the whole deck. So you all may have to cultivate today some form of patience with something that you have been trying to strategize with that Seven of Swords energy. It's not just lies, cheats, and deceits. It's also about strategy, okay? Now, some of you may actually have to practice patience with the reality that you've been dealing with something and or someone that was lying. Lies, deception, betrayal, illusions, delusions, deceits, cheats, right? Somebody that was cheating, lying, and it could have to do with a Knight of Pentacles that was slow to action with you. And Knight just means the masculine form. It could be a girl, but slow to commit, slow to produce, slow to action, right? And they were slow to action due to lies, cheats, and deceits, okay? And many of you may find this out today, especially with the full moon energy. Things were being illuminated. And that patience may have to be for you in your own healing, okay? Like, okay, just letting it go, accepting it for what it is, knowing that, and being grateful that it was brought to the light, and knowing that healing is yours, and, you know, your story doesn't end on someone else's lies, cheats, and deceits, okay? Or someone that was slow to commit or slow to make up their mind or whatever. And I say that because we got the Two of Pentacles, which is a juggling energy, and earth needing to balance something out. And so you may have been dealing with somebody that had been juggling you or ping-ponging you, okay? Clarified by the Knight of Swords. A Knight of Swords is the fastest knight, and they are always in and out, and they're reckless sometimes depending on what their vibration is. And so many of you, you know, it may be brought to light and you may be in the process of healing, even though patience is not the healing card. The star is usually represent the healing, but patience to me kind of goes with it in a sense that patience is required with whatever your transition is, your transformation. It's a supportive energy backing you, letting you know that things are going to work out for you, okay? And especially if with this full moon eclipse energy, a lot probably came to light that many of you feel shocked by, okay? Whether it's a romantic, a friendship, a family ship, a situationship, a business ship, whatever the case may be, many of you may have found out that shit wasn't what you thought with that Seven of Swords, okay? And so patience is going to be required. Patience is here to support you, like it's okay. There may have been a loss. And I say that because what we had next is the Ten of Swords. That's the ultimate ending, ultimate ruin, ultimate betrayal of some sort. This may have already happened. And with that Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, it's kind of like you're wondering, like, I had invested. That's all about waiting for investments to produce, and you're feeling kind of maybe betrayed or heartbroken that your investment did not pan out, that you were betrayed on some level by the very thing, people, person, situation in which you invested in, okay? And you thought it was going to make you happy. And I say that because you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is all about ultimate happiness, emotional fulfillment, right? And with the Ace of Swords clarifying it, it's like you found out the truth about what was going to make you happy, what that situation or circumstance was. And you had to, you know, truth and clarity came through regarding, okay, this is not going to make me happy. And I'm going to have to practice patience regarding cultivating what will. Okay. The Ace of Swords in this deck is like a person is cutting something off. So as things were exposed, you may have realized that, you know, hey, you may not have said anything, but you just may have realized, like, okay, yeah, that wasn't what it appeared to be. They was lying. They was slow to make up their mind and commit. They was juggling me with other candidates, other whatever, in and out and back and forth like a Knight of Swords, ultimately betraying me, okay, and my investment, my time, my energy, my investment. There was betrayal. There was backstabbing with that Seven of Swords, right? Gossip, jealousy, probably. I'm picking up for some of you. Some people are in that energy. Jealousy, envy, you know, that win or lose kind of energy. And I say that because we got the Two of Wands at the bottom and then the Knight of Cups, which is the third Knight. So somebody that's emotionally immature, like I mentioned before, they're not developed. They could be 75 years old and still be emotionally immature. They could have $1 million and still be emotionally immature if they're not developed and grounded and consciously evolving. Okay. People can have personality disorders. Okay. The two of Wands is a choice, you know, fire energy. So we have fire on the deck now. So, you know, some of you are realizing that you had made some kind of decision or connection or involvement that just simply didn't pan out, okay? But since patience is here for you guys, it's equally saying that, hey, don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about the gossip. Don't worry about the betrayals. Don't worry about the lies, cheats, deceits. Don't worry about what you invested in, because at the end of the day, any good thing that you did is going to still lead to your ultimate Ten of Cups here, okay? So today, the focus may have to be on yourself in terms of patience, that the resolve you may want today may not be in the 3D today, but it will be, especially if you make the decisions for yourself today to simply just shift your attention, release whatever you need to, and move forward, okay? All right, and so I think I'll get a tarot from another deck just to see advice, because we're just using all tarot today, no oracles. Just to see what your advice would be real quick. Okay, let me see. 1 second. Since we went there, give me 1 second, because I'm taking out the majors. Okay, we're still focusing on tarot today, since we have our major, we have patience, okay? Give me a second. Gonna make sure I get them out this third deck to see if there's any repeating themes for you guys. Hold on. Okay. Almost there. Let's see what comes out. Boom. Okay. Sorry. So let's use this third tarot deck to see what the advice will be. And it's going to be straight minor arcana, straight tarot, okay? Well, minor, because major is tarot. So straight minor arcana. Because our major arcana energy focus is on patience, temperance, okay? Advice for the collective represented in this reading. From tarot, please, from the minors. I know typically people use majors for this, for the minors, from the minors. That'll give them a direction of probably the area where the advice is needed most. So what's the advice? 19. Those represented in this reading. Okay. Page of Swords. Nice. Air energy. Okay. So the advice card is the Page of Swords, air. This is all about study, learning, paying attention, investigation. Sometimes it's referred to the spy card, but since it's in an advice position, it's simply about research and study. So whatever that is that took place for you today, or that's been going on that led up to today, the advice is breathe, practice the patience regarding it, and do your own research, do your own investigating, do your own studying. You may need to do a background check if somebody is trying to be in your life nowadays, you know, you may need to. And, you know, it's kind of like, gosh, that takes away from so much. But nowadays, it's kind of like you don't always know what you're dealing with. People aren't always what they seem. Situations aren't always what they seem. And you may have to go beyond the standard and actually look into things on your own, okay? However, that's going to resonate for you because at the bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Pentacles. That's either a holding back or holding on to. So before you invest in something, before you give somebody your money, before you sign a contract, before you give somebody your heart, before you go there, investigate it. Hold on, hold back, okay? And I say that because we have the King of Swords here, which is highly intelligent and analytical, okay? They're not governed by emotion. So it's looking like you need to use your intelligence today, okay? And just be patient with the process and do your own investigating, okay? All right, I sent you guys so much love and light. Namaste. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. If you're interested in entering the raffle to possibly win a free personal reading with me, please subscribe to the channel and state your interest. Sending you guys love and light. Namaste.